get good. This is Endless Space 2, and we are playing as the virtual worshipping saints, the Vodyani. So this is a good news, bad news moment for everybody that's been following this series. Good news is, yes, we can load all of our old saves from pre-awakening. Bad news is that you'll notice some things are kind of missing. Like the Academy. So basically what it does when we reload this save is it turns off the content from Awakening. So we're pre-awakening with this save, but we can continue the save, so that's a plus. On the other downside, I have not played this save in a very long time, and I have no idea what we were doing. I can guess, though, pretty easily here that we were invading Zakor, and we seem to be producing another arc right here. Or is that a level 3 modernization? That is a level 3 modernization. Okay, so we're not making another arc. We're not making another arc. We do have capacity for more arcs, though. We have 3 more capacity. We've got level 3 modernizations going. We are building another arc. We're also building an economic behemoth right here. Wow. Okay, so we're pretty far along, but we've also got a lot of arcs coming out. Seems okay. Seems fine. Got an arc coming out here on Canis. Canis seems a little bit longly named. Oh, okay, it's probably on Canis here. I don't know what Irur means in this context, or why it even says that. Elatul Singh, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's the name of the ship. I mean, that could definitely be the case. I'm not sure why we have double names on all these systems. However, we do. Very interesting. Is it the name of the ship? It is. Okay, so it's the name of the ship. That makes more sense. Not going to do that arc upgrade there because I'm not even sure what our current arc design looks like. Let's go take a look. Is it a movement arc? Is that what we have going right now? It is. It is a partial movement, partial essence arc that we have in queue right now. I don't know where we were actually planning to send that arc, though. That's another interesting question. My guess here, once again, is that we were headed to Zakor because we do have a big invasion force here. Of course, I'm not sure if they're actually invading or if we're just... Okay, they're invading. They're very clearly invading. We have an entire invasion fleet there. So very clearly invading. I'm not sure why we're after Zakor, though. What do they even have that we want? Anything? Anything worthwhile here on Zakor? I mean, they've got some Jadaniks. There's that. It could just be that we were trying to take it from the Lumeris to keep the Lumeris sort of out of our little area here. If I had to guess, I would say perhaps we were trying to get Zakor and Pleon just to keep them out of our constellation over here, but I'm not sure. It does look like the Riftborn have also begun to come over here. What is our political state with everybody? So we're at war with the Lumeris. We have a defense treaty with the Riftborn here. And we're at Cold War with everyone else. Okay, so basically the Riftborn are friends. We don't want to mess them up, even though I really think we'd be better off taking Wyrix here than giving it to them. Not sure why we're so interested in Zakor. It is a nice production system, it looks like. Does have an ash, 2 ashes and an arid. It's also got this Jadaniks right here, but I'm not sure we have that much Jadaniks in our empire otherwise. Be interesting to figure that out. It does not look like it, so getting more Jadaniks isn't necessarily that much of a win. It's very interesting. I know we were trying to make sure we gathered all the potential resources, but we have some Quadronics right here. I'm just not seeing why we're going after that. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're going after Anai here. That makes more sense. We've got this little ship out here just kind of doing their scanning. I suspect that's what we were doing. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm just trying to figure out where we left off, guys. If you watched one of the past episodes and you remember, or you're just going through it now and you remember what our plan was, let me know in the comments, because chances that I'll get to go back through and review that are pretty slim, time being what it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off here by scanning some more in Anai, whatever it's called. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's actually a nice get right there. Some Adamantian. Do we already have Adamantian in the Empire? I assume we do. Yes, we do here on Yedix. And then it seems like we've got something going on here in Yedix where we have a Lumeris ship that is sieging Yedix, which has no manpower somehow. That's very strange. We've got some ships here called Not So Cardboard. These are medium hunters, and they are basically primarily beams. No, they're a mixture of beams and lasers with a plasma intensifier. Seems good. Got our hero here who is a Vodyani. Ah, he is a Vodyani Guardian. Does have the movement increaser. Does have some lasers and things. Has a little bit of flak in those projectiles. Is spec'd into the burning light, which is very powerful. Okay. That's a start. I'd like to have a Vodyani Seeker. Wonder what our heroes look like right now. That's actually something I would be interested to know. Okay, so we do have a lot of heroes. A lot. A lot of counselors, a lot of overseers. We have one Seeker, which is Eseb Volteros. Let's go ahead and look at our system assignments. So we do have 2 systems currently without governors. We do have access to the marketplace where we can purchase governors. Unfortunately, the only governor or the only heroes remaining are a Guardian of the Vaulter Persuasion. All right. Feeling like I know what we're doing a little bit better here now. Building Wellbeing Foundation here. Not sure why that's necessary. Perhaps Nair was having some happiness issues. A little bit of happiness issues there. As we learned in the Nakalim playthrough, another solution to that would be to begin terraforming stuff, but it doesn't look like we're quite there on the technology spectrum yet, which is okay. We do have access to our carriers. I'm assuming that's rather fresh because I don't think we have any carrier fleets. Wow. When you're the Vodyani and all of your fleets are arcs. Okay. So we have an Econ Behemoth just hanging around. Got some invasion. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any carriers out yet, so that must be a recent unlock for us. Yep, that is a recent unlock for us. Okay. A little bit better understanding of what we're doing. Sleep until we get a probe. Yeah, sleep till we get a probe here, end the turn. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to catch up. I haven't played this save in a very long time, and now we're out of research. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a let's look at the research and take a guess where we were going situation. Zakor has been successfully hacked. Let's go ahead and take a look at that hack. Could embed a sleeper here. Seems like a bad idea. Jamming command seems like a good idea. That'll make it so that they can't really defend Zakor when we invade, which should be right about now. By my estimation, this should happen right now. First of all, though, we do have a brig ship here to shoot at. Might as well do that. Not gonna go ahead and watch this one, mainly because I'd like to use what time I have in this episode to try to get reacquainted with what's going on. We do know that we'd like to be at medium range here. We don't actually have any particular... Yeah. We don't have any particular battle strategies that are effective for us. We've got, like, shield penetration on this one. Still not very good, honestly. So I'm going to turn watch off. We'll just fight through this, and then we're going to go check our battle tactics. Whammo. He retreated, of course.
For desperate times.
No. We refuse to stop leeching your systems. We enjoy doing that.
For desperate times.
Reduce pressure from good against other empires. That's fine. We really only need pressure with them anyway. Alright. Speaking of... So we can truce with them. We can tell them to get their ships out of our area of influence. Let's do that to get some extra pressure, potentially. Denounce them. Alright, population boost to the Vodyani has ended. We would like to keep that going. We do not have the resources. We may have to purchase some. That is a very, very valuable boost for us. 7 are available on the market, 25 in our stores, so we're definitely not going to be able to continue boosting that right now, which is sad, but okay. Burra Tech Seeker has leveled up. This is a governor, so let's go ahead and give him some nice governor abilities. The additional food is actually something that will be useful at some point, so we'll go for that. Scales Galena. Scales Galena, you can go for more dust. More dust. All the dust. We love dust. Dust is the backbone of a strong economy. Thank you, loud truck, for driving by. Sorry about that little hum in the microphone, everybody. Busy roads are not fun to live on. So this is Eseb Volteros. This is our movement commander, or admiral rather. So we're going to go with additional movement right there. Seems like a good deal. We're going to come over here to Dmitry Lenko. Mr. Lenko, we need you to do some more awesome stuff. +2 on strategic deposits seems pretty good. I think we'll go with that one. Like Dmitry Lenko a lot. Very nice hero. Okay. Level 3 modernization is completed on Sing, and we are building a trade company HQ there. We're doing public 3D printing on several systems. That's something that I do want to analyze because that's very rarely the right answer. Public 3D system or 3D printing is okay, but it's not something you generally want to be doing. Okay, so for this one, I feel like level 3 modernization is the correct answer here. Let's see what other ones we have doing that. Have you done your level 3 modernization? You have. Which means you should not be doing public 3D printing, you should be doing holy proliferation. ×1, ×2 if we can. We cannot put a second one in queue right now, that's okay. We will have to do that next turn. Graviton shields, that sounds really cool, but do you guys have room for another pop? You do not. You do seemingly already have your level 3 modernization, if I had to guess, though. I'm sure there's somewhere on the interface where it shows that, but, like, I'm used to looking for it in here, so I actually don't know where to find it in here. The fact that it doesn't show up in our queue down here, though, is a pretty... Oh, it does. Okay, we're just out of Deciduous Trees. We don't have enough Deciduous Trees to do another level 3, that's fine. Should have thought about that before I did it on Nair, but that's okay. We'll just have Nair do it for now, and we can come back later. This is going to cost antimatter to make influence. We definitely don't want to be spending that, especially not considering that we can be building carriers now and that those require antimatter and adamantium. Let's see, what can we do here then? I actually think in this system that public 3D printing is the correct option. So we'll go with that. Seems fine. Gyna is in need of some stuff, Hydrus is in need of some stuff. It looks like these are potentially our 2 newest systems because they have the least production improvements. They also have the need for holy proliferation, so let's go ahead and do that. Once we get that done, though, this should be up to par on its population, at least until we can get a level 3 modernization going. So until then, what we'll want to do is start doing more of this production stuff. Got a couple of hots here. A couple of sterols, potentially. Yeah, we've got 1 sterile, 1 hot, or 1 sterile, 2 hots. So this is going to generate some decent production, but this is just going to be plus 20 per planet, which is going to be 80 points right there. So this is 80. This is basically plus 5 on these per pop on these, so that's 20, 40. I can math, I swear. 20, 40, 60 versus 80 on predictive, so we're going to go with predictive first. Then AI labor. Okay. Then potentially Miners Union? Yeah, let's go with Miners Union and Expanded Mines here as well. I think with this playthrough, what we might want to be doing is making a beeline for the tech that improves the amount of strategic resources you generate as well. Cerebral Reality, definitely something we can move up in the queue a little bit above those production things, just to get our base science and dust improvement down, which is a good idea in general. Lovely. Okay, let's go check out Hydrus next. Hydrus, what do you have to offer? We lack the Mediterranean colonization tech, so that's something we should definitely be picking up very, very soon. In addition to that, let's go... See now here, hot sterile, so we're getting 10 per pop. So that's 60 right there versus predictive logistics, which is still going to be 60. So we'll probably get predictive first, then AI labor. That makes a lot of sense. Infinite supermarkets in here somewhere just to keep people a little bit happier. And then obviously they are in need of some holy proliferations. All the holy proliferations. In fact, let's go in here and see which places can actually grow pop and make sure that they all have holy proliferations running, because they should. Sing, you need one as well. Okay, holy proliferation is running on everything that is not capped out right now. That's exactly what we want. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We need to do research here. So, wow, we are actually pretty advanced on research. This is further along than I remember being. That will give us a steps colonization tech. We don't really want that. Mediterranean is right here. We can grab that very, very quickly, which is fine. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll also come over and get power armor. That's the one we want right there. That will increase our luxury resource gains as well as our strategic resource gains. That's a big, big thing. That is very important. We can also grab this. Ooh, that's actually really, really nice. I'm gonna get that. That is very good for us because we're mostly bumping all of our system levels as quickly as we can, just so that we can go ahead and upgrade the population numbers. So because of that, getting this that gives plus 100 production per system level is amazing. That's just a really, really nice boost. I have a feeling that I made some mistakes here. No, we do have a third one open, and it's not too bad. So basically what we want is we want tier 3 luxury resources to make that happen. In order to do that, what we're going to want to find is this. Deep Epoch Scanning, which is something I learned from U-Double-Bullfrog on Reddit, so thank you, U-Double-Bullfrog. Let's go ahead and... After that, we could go for Science Behemoths per destroyed planet in orbit. Interesting. Very interesting. We can actually salvage essence from a destroyed planet. That's kind of cool if we're destroying planets. That would probably require us to build an obliterator, though. And I'm not super keen on that right away. Essence of the Virtual is meh. Intergalactic Lectures is okay. I think this is the one we want up here. Yeah. No, that's not it. That's it. There we go. Chlorophyll Chemistry is definitely a good one for us to pick up. That's the food to production one. And then after that, we should probably get our terraforming techs very quickly. Terraforming is a very powerful function in the game. Where are you, my terraformations? Terraform. Terra. Alright, so that is not the terraforming tech, and I know that for a fact. How about this? Production from systems. So those are our all must modules. Those are actually very powerful as well. Do we already have the terraforming techs? Is that why I'm not seeing them? I think climate engineering is one of them, right? Climate engineering. Let's see. Climate engineering. All must study. Do we not get the ability to terraform? Is that not a thing for the Vodyani? That could very much be the case. I honestly, when we did this playthrough, it was because I don't play as the Vodyani very often. So it would not surprise me to find out that they were incapable of terraforming planets, as they're also incapable of doing specializations. That actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Interesting. Very interesting. So, okay. Maybe then this is not as great of a technology for them. Because it does turn food into production, but we're not able to, really focus our planets on food to make that super beneficial. I mean, it's still good, though. It's still good. We'll probably take it anyway. I think we'll take it anyway, and then we'll maybe start working up our combat tree here in a hot second. Do want to go ahead and take a look at these tactics, as well as analyzing something else. I was told by somebody on Reddit that essentially the way that these tactics work is that they actually have a segment that shows the strategy split for their fleets, but I'm not seeing it on these cards here anywhere. I did notice it in the advanced combat interface thing, but I'm not sure how we actually tell what the split is, and it's essentially how much of your squadrons are assigned to combat versus defense, right? So that's actually a really powerful thing for us to know about. I just don't know where it is. Take trophies here is a very, very good option for us. It does allow us to have 2 fleets at medium range, 1 at long. That could be useful with beam weapons for a backup. On the other hand, we could go with this one, which would force one of our fleets to short range, which isn't particularly useful. So I'm going to go with take trophies here, because it's actually a very, very powerful one for us to have. And I think what we'll do is we'll replace Turtle. Turtle seems less useful. Okay. There we go. Boost ended, we know that. Proliferation is happening. Economy and trade. Consecrated Battle Ulks adds Battle Arcs. Adds an additional module slot for all arcs. That's nice. Empire System Development is unlocked, so now we have level 4 system developments, which is great. Solar Security Operations and Commercial Encryption have been unlocked, which means we have 2 more trade subsidiaries, and we're working on colonizing Mediterraneans here so that we get that last planet on that system. Lovely. And now, if we pop back out, one of the things we know we want to do this turn is just invade here. We're going to invade here, but first we do want to shoot and kill that civilian ship for some extra dust. Felicia, give me that money. 1,200 dust there for that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's go ahead and invade. They can't do anything to stop us. They're forced to pick a really bad military plan. We just win. Alright, so decisive victory. We win. Let's go ahead and decide Zakor's fate. So we'll turn this into a hunt for right now. I think that's just fine. That'll give us a little bit of essence, a little bit of dust, all this other stuff, and we will continue to hunt this system for quite some time. Your military fleets orbiting the system will lose all remaining movement points. That's the only downside right there. Lovely. Zakor and its inhabitants have been hunted. Okay, so we loot all these nice goodies right here. That's definitely worth taking. We are going to produce way more essence than we need next turn, so maybe now is a good time to start looking at our arcs and not terraforming them, but retrofitting them to production. This one right here, for example, is all essence all the time, and it could be production. So what I think we'll do here, and it's going to be tough to figure this out, we do have a new arc here waiting to go where it needs to go, which is going to be right up here. And then what we'll do is figure out which systems have the highest production values. Hello, Inai. Are you ready? Because it's time. Let's go ahead and build that one first. Xeno-industrial is useful here. Interplanetary is useful here, but none of that stuff actually matters, because what's really important here right now is more population. Holy proliferation again, please. All the proliferations. In fact, I'm going to do that before drone networks. I'll do that before everything else. Now I want to take a look. Okay, so we have 2,000 essence, which means we only need to generate 2,000 essence next turn. Let's go ahead and take a look at the various systems we have here. Alright, so production-wise, the highest production is coming from Wrath. Want to check Wrath's arc and see if Wrath's arc is set to production, because it probably is. That would explain why. Yeah. Okay, so with all those production modules, that is the reason why Wrath has the highest production. Let's go ahead and look at more systems, though, and just go down the list. So Sing is next. Okay, let's jump over to Sing real quick. Whoops, that did not do what I wanted. I'm sure there's a faster way to jump to these arcs, and I'm just doing it like the worst way possible. That could be the case. Okay, Sing is already using a full production arc. Next on the list is Nair. Let's go check out Nair. Hello there, Nair. Nair is a full production arc as well. Okay. Mikre, you are next. Mikre, are you a full production arc? You are not. Okay. So Mikre is the next one we want to make into a full production arc. We're going to go ahead and change our arc design to full production real quick, which entails taking all of these wonderful little essence modules off and then replacing them with all must serve. All must serve in every slot, please. Okay, thanks, bye. That's exactly what we wanted. You go ahead and accept that. Do the upgrade here. And bam. Now Mikre has more production, or should have more production. It may take a turn to kick off, but I doubt that. Yeah. Mikre has a lot more production than it did before. Nihal is next, and we are still generating way, way more essence than we actually need. Okay. So yeah. Nice thing is, now we can just go upgrade that. And it should be all production. Lovely. Down to 3,408 essence. We're still generating way more than we need. Okay. Columba is next. Where are you at, Columba? Right here. Go ahead and upgrade that. Next up is Canis. Canis, where are you at, my friend? You right over here. Okay. Canis goes to... we're going to be converting every arc that we have at this point. Yetix is next. We're getting closer to not overcapping here, though. Yetix, you get a bump too. Alright, so that's pretty close. We can maybe do one more. So if we're going to do one more, it's going to be Hydrus. Alright, where are you at, Hydrus? Hydrus. Hydrus, where are you at, though? Oh, it's way over here. Okay. Hydrus is our one that's sort of out on the limb on its own. Whammo, there we go. And that means that we should be very much at about, yeah, okay. So now we're not going to go over the cap. We weren't necessarily going to go over the cap after that last one. We could have left one more in essence, but I think we're okay for the moment. Hacking operations left. Alright, so we've got one running, we have one available. I mean, at this point, the most sensible thing to hack is maybe Zakor, just so that we can put a backdoor there and go after Pleone for fun. That's definitely a good option for us. Although hacking capitals is a better option because it will allow us to get some technologies. Oyishi is their capital. We're quite a ways away from that one. We do have that hack going to Pictor. I assume that that is why, because we're trying to get to their capital. Let's do one to Pleone over here as well. 7 turns means it will take them at least 4 to get back. Well, potentially 4, possibly 3 to get back to us. Okay, ending our turn here. So I think we're kind of getting back into the swing of things. Like, it's not so hard to understand where we left off as I thought it might be. Hostile trace is detected. Show the location, please. Alright. It's gonna take us 4 turns to finish this. They could feasibly get back in that time. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We could change the pathing of that hack. It's not necessarily... It's very problematic. It's very problematic. Because we essentially just need a staging system to do our hacks from, and this one was going to be it, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Which is unfortunate, so... Maybe we let it run for 1 turn and see what happens. Oh, look, this is familiar. I feel like we've been through this before, just recently. Traces of the photobomber's activity are numerous. Somebody else got to him. We didn't get to him this time. Intercept the photobomber's ship. It's over here. There is a chance we could grab it. I'm not super worried about that, though. Like, I don't know what the great value to grabbing it really would be for us. As we learned in our other playthrough, the photobomber, not exactly the best thing ever. He's good, he's alright, he's a hero for free, essentially, but not a great hero. Woodsvez has leveled up. Let's go ahead and give him, or her, production and food. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm not going to pronounce that. Very long coded name has leveled up. Go ahead and get 30 production here. That seems like a good deal. And Godai, I remember Godai. Godai is legit. Godai is like one of our best governors. He's absolutely phenomenal. Let's go with that one. Actually, do we have happiness on him? We do not. We should, though, because he is not a counselor. So we're going to get happiness with him, and then we'll get Bean Counter at the next level up, which will make him even better. Go, Godai. You're awesome, man. We love you. Okay, Vodyani pop growing everywhere, which is what we want. Pharella M8. These guys are great for generating additional resources, so we're going to go ahead and focus on that. More resources, please, and we'll want to put him on a system where he's going to generate us additional resources. And then we have Pi. You gotta love somebody named Pi. Pi also good for generating additional resources, but only strategics, it seems, so that's okay. Let's make sure that Pi and Pharella are on the right kinds of systems for their bonuses. Oh yeah, Pharella's in a good place, generating additional resources in these 2 categories. And then Pi, where are you at? Right here? Pi is making us more antimatter. Could be more useful to send him somewhere else, but I think antimatter is a good thing for him to boost. If we had another system that was producing both adamantium and antimatter, I would send him there, but we do not. Okay. Good, good, good. Columba. You have unlocked nothing else new. For level 3 modernization, once again, we are shy on deciduous trees. It would be very nice to pick up some more of those. That was, once again, my mistake for using a Tier 1 luxury for a Tier 2 upgrade or whatnot. That's why that costs so much and why we're not able to hit it reliably. We could do big data shipyards here. I think that's probably a decent idea. We could also do a trade company. If we did a trade company here, we could increase the yields of our... Yes, the yields of our deciduous trees. I'm going to actually take a look at our resources here and see which places are the best for us to build trade companies in. Wrath is absolutely a great option for a trade company. It's also a good option for Holy Proliferation, it appears. So we're going to go ahead and do a Holy Prolif there, and then potentially do a trade company right there. Seems like a good deal. Trade company being built here on Sing. Not entirely sure that that is a good deal. I think we were doing that mainly because Sing is our home system, but that's... I mean, it feels like it's good to have one in your home system because everything is built around that, so it causes, like, the trade routes to run through pretty much everything. So I guess we'll leave that. That's okay. It's not ideal, but it's okay. It just doesn't have enough resources to really feel like it's an ideal place to do that. Now, Canis, on the other hand, Canis is a good place for us to have a trade company or a trade company subsidiary. Both are acceptable at this point. I think we may be at our trade company cap here. Yeah. Yeah. We only have one available right now. And I believe now we're building two, which could be problematic. No, we're building a subsidiary there. Okay. In that case, what we'll do is Canis here will also have a subsidiary. We'll put that behind Pulvis Productions. And unfortunately, it looks... Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!